the bottom of the page. So it says, V'zecha b'soda pasuk rishbei, rishbehu or rishbei shal chavas yak. So it says that the sparks or the burning coals, they're a fire of the flame of Yud K. So he says, Roshe Tevo says, this is how this is going. He says, if you look at that phrase, this uses the concept of Roshe Tevos, v'ha'inyan hu ki ha'nakuda chazos, hu ha'kased the rachel kanizka. So that's back to the nakuda that comes up out of Bria and attaches itself to the left arm as their anpin. The nikra Roshi, and it's called Roshi. Shal hanukva. So in other words, the Rosh of the nukva. The haneksheres bezurach of smoli goes into the left arm. I know he put the word Roshi. I don't know why. Why Roshi is mean my head, I guess. And then he says smoli, my left arm. So he says it like that. He could have said just Roshi. He could have said small, but anyway, he didn't. Hanikra gevura, which is called gevura. Shechu b'pechinish eish, which is fire, b'zechah b'sod rishbei, or rishbechu. I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's go over here to number, what was that there? Number Shin Tezvav. Okay, it's on the original first page. And it says, let's read the matuk, the tiv. He said, v'roshi tevas rishbei, so those beginning letters of, Rishbei Eshal Chavas Yak, he's called below Tevis Rishbech or above Haim Osius Roshi. Good. So he says so he Hanakuda Chabazosh he Tefillin Shayad, which are going to be the tefillin of the hand. He Nakudis the Keser Shal Rachel is actually the Keser of Rachel, Bezecha Keser Shul Tefillin Shayad, Nikra Rosha. Shal Rachel, it's called by her name of her head. Barosha Shal Rachel, Shuhu HaKeser Shalom, which is her head, which is her crown, the very top of her head. Shal Tefillin Shal Yad, which are also the Tefillin of Yad. So the Tefillin of the Nakuda also becomes, which is female, also becomes the Tefillin Shal Yad, who Nikshach of Israel is smallish Shal Azer Anpen. And then Azrael, smallish Azer Anpen, Nikro B'Shem Gevura, Kanaidish as Roa Yaman who Chesed, the is small who Gevura. So of course we know that. Now let me say Shun Kof Gimel. We have one more. He said of Zecha V'Bira Pasuk Rishpech or Rishpeish. He said of the Ramos Shahat Tefillin Shalanuk Nek Sharim Al Zroa Smallish Al Zah. So there's some relationship. We want to understand how she's tied to the left arm. Hanikra Rish Be'esh, which is called the coals of fire, the sparks of fire. So let's go on and let's read the top, as we have a few minutes more. So now we're going to explain what are these her tefillin here. And he says like this, Shehem Shal Chaves Yak. So they're a flame from Yud and the K. So that the ha'aros, okay, and the flame that comes out of these two letters. Now, I'm not sure that I saw this idea, but they're on the left arm. He says, Shehem Abba v'Ima. So now he says that the two letters, the Yak, of course, is Abba v'Ima, kabavur etzleinu. Ba'ora b'chakdam is Bir Idris Azinu. Called Bekinas Eilucha Tefillin Shalo v'Shalo Ma Inyanim. So there's, I guess that's a statement over there. What pshat over there? V'shom Biharno, and over there in the Idra, it explains Ki Arba Parshas Tefillin Shayad, the four Parshas of the hand tefillin. Hey Memochin the Chachmah Binah the Abba. They come from the Chachmah Binah of Abba. Memochin the Chachmah Binah the Ibach B'Shech B'Zaz. So they come from these two different places. V'nimsiki Abba v'Ima Nikros Yak. V'gam hamochim atzman hein b'bechinas chachma rabina. The mochim themselves are chachma rabina nikroim yak v'zecher shal chavas yak. So that's the meaning of that phrase. So what is he saying here? So let's go back over to the tiv and read from Shin Kof Gimel, which is, where is that? Shin Kof Gimel, down at the bottom of the page. So he says, Uboha Papasa Lamdeno, Mahim at the Tefillin Alalu Shalonok. This is talking about their nature. Umehechon Nimshachim, where do they come from? Aleha to her. He says, Elah Tefillin Shechemach Mamochim Shalok. The Amr Pasuk, Shechemamochim Shalok Nikroim Shalchavas Yak. They're called the fire of Yak. V'chatam the Zerah Bechuki Hamochim Shalonok Nikroim Tefillin Shayad, which are called by that name. He said, Heim Ha'aras V'Shalchavi is Ha'boam V'Nimshachim V'Yotzim in Yud and K. V'Zerah Bir Tevis Shalchavas Yak. So this is the explanation to Hainu Shechemamochim Shalonok Nikroim Shalchavas Hem Yotzim in Yak, that the mochim, which are called by a flame. So it says your arm tefillin, pshat over there is there like a fire. So he says, so B'Shem Yag, Abba V'Ima, it really talks about Abba V'Ima, Shaharech B'Chayud Chachmah, V'Chachecha Rishon V'Chavai Binah, V'Ranuk V'Kabbalas as a mochim Shalom Abba V'Ima. So he said, the Sham Evoyer Rav as Indian called the Bechinach B'Shel Tefillin, Heim as Bechidas of the Tefillin Shal Rosh, Heim al Tefillin Tezah, Heim as the Bechidas of the Tefillin Shal Yad, Heim Shal Not. He said, the Arba Parshas, Sheyev Tefillin Shayad. So he says these four Parshas, the Eloh Arba Parshas, Sheyev Tefillin Shayad, Heim Keneged Arba Mochim, Shehem Chachmah Binah, the Abba, the Chachmah Binah, the Ima. So right there is a little bit of a problem. He said, let me go on. He said, I think we're out of time, and we'll stop there, but there's a stira here where he says that the mochin are Yud and K, one from Abba, one from Eva, that makes four, but we've learned elsewhere differently. We'll see that tomorrow. This is Baruch Fleischman.